Hello everybody and welcome back to Michion's How to World of Tanks. Today I'll be explaining about the mechanics of um, bushes, camo net, and in general the mechanism that if you shoot through a bush while you're hiding behind it, if you're closer than 15 meters away, how that affects your tank and your camo value, okay? Um, Now the camo net. The camo net's quite easy to explain. It works this way. Every class of vehicle gets a different bonus from the camo net. Light tanks get a 10% bonus, so if my ELC while stationary has a 43.1% camouflage, if my camo net is working, that means if I'm stationary for 3 seconds, my camouflage would be 53.1. Just adds 10% to the camo value of light tanks. Lights and mediums, sorry. Med Tank destroyers get 15%, so this would be for my T67, which has a base of 39.5, this would be 54.5. Heavy tanks and artillery get only a 5% increase. There's no reason to put a camo net on heavy tanks or artillery, it just doesn't add that much. This would become 11.56. That's it. Now that's it for the camo net. Now the mechanics of the camo net while you're firing is a little different. I'll be showcasing that in a moment. But that's it for the camo net. Now bushes. Bushes, there are the bushes in the game ranging in size and density range from 15% bonus camo. That is, if I'm behind the smallest of bushes, the the one that gives the least camouflage, my camo rating would be 58.1. If I'm standing behind the biggest one, it will be plus 50%. That's 93.1. Um, the ELC in particular, if you sit behind the biggest of bushes or you just sit in it, you're not gonna get spotted unless they come into their proximity detection range, which is 50 meters. Happens all too often to me. And I can actually show it here in the garage. This tree, you can see it's quite a small tree, but it is rather dense. This will be a 25 to 30% camo tree. Wow, that tree, the big one right there, that would be a 50% tree. The bushes, there are not too many bushes here. This would be a 25% camo value bush, if you would. Now, I'm going to use a very handy little website which will show in more details what this is. Let's just go to it. This is the website. It's a very useful website. It's called wotinfo.net. It's very useful if you want to know more, if you want to check your stats for yourself. It's very useful. Now, let's go back to the ELC for a moment. This is my ELC. As you can see, the base camo of an ELC is 21.89, and the camo level after shot is 5.69. Now you can, in this website, you can put on the camo skill of your crew. So as you can see, this is exactly this. Well, it's not exactly the same because I have Brothers in Arms on my ELC. If we go, and that is the camo value of my ELC. Okay. Now let's take this off for a moment, just to put this into perspective of a stock ELC. There, the camo net. Now the camo net has a weird effect on the after shot. I can't really explain it. It's not 10% because it raises by 3% more or less, 2.5. And I'm not sure exactly how it works. If we go to the Najon right here, there we go. When we put camo net on this, it's more than doubled. I'm not sure how it works, but the camo level was stationary. As you can see, bonus 15%. Very easy, very useful. You can also, in this website, use this. Okay, this is you, this is the enemy, and you can do comparisons if you're driving an ELC and a Nazern, this Nazern, let's put binocs on him, and a camo net it has. So I will spot the Nazern if he's stationary, 275 meters away, moving 337 and shooting 339. Interestingly, the camo level, if your camera is on, as you can see, while shooting is almost as much as it is while moving. See, there's only a 0.7 difference. So that's useful to know. Yeah, I have no idea why it affects the shooting like that. But that's that. Now, the bushes. Bushes lose 25% of their camo value. Bushes lose 80% of their camo value if you fire closer than 15 meters away. As you can see right now, my camo value, this is without anything, okay? This is without any crew skills, any camo net, nothing. My concealment level would be 71.89, okay? Now, if we were to do this, you see, 20% is all that's left of the bush's camouflage rating while you shoot, okay? If you're closer than 15 meters away, there's an easy way to know if you are closer than 15 meters. And that way is you go into settings, okay? Go to graphics, and you look here, this foliage transparency. What this does is instead of the leaves on the bush or tree becoming slowly transparent, if you're closer than 15 meters, you will not you will not see any of the leaves, okay? You will just see the branches, okay? And if you're further than 15 meters, you will not be able to see through the bush at all. It will have its leaves, okay? It's a very easy way to know. Instead of guessing, wait, is this completely transparent or is it just slightly or is it not? I turned that off as soon as I found out, okay? Now, back to the bushes thing. This is if we're closer than 15 meters. If we're further than 15 meters, you can see it just adds 50%. Now, we can go to a heavy tank. Okay, even a heavy tank like the T29 doesn't get much more of a heavy tank than this thing. No bushes, okay, nothing. 1.18, okay. If you fire in the T29, you're likely to get spotted simply because you don't have any camo rating. However, if you're firing closer than 15 meters, you can see you have some camo, but if you just move back just a bit, 15 meters is not a lot, it's very, very little. You see it's 51%, okay? So if we go to a tank that has, let's go to the Object 140, it has a base view range of 400, okay? Without a camo net, this guy would see me when I'm shooting from, yes, from 220 meters away, okay? This is because I am shooting not, okay? I'm shooting when I'm further than 15. If I was shooting closer than 15 meters away, 11, now he would see me from 360 meters away, okay? That is the difference, all right? Good. And this is it for today's Michion's How to World of Tanks. If you like this content, please remember to like and subscribe. I will be tuning into the comments to see if anyone has any suggestion, any requests for me to do an explanation video about any tank, any mechanism in the specifics, and I will see you in my next video then. Goodbye and